What's up, Kitten Sunshine?
Dive in the hot, calloused hands and hearts. Ever grown-up itchy turn to treated children like nails or wheat in a hammer. His pappy, well, he did worse. Come night, itchy dream about peculiar angels who'd enfold his aching body into their soft, heavy wings.
That's so heartbreaking. Itchy must have felt so alone.
Spare the rod, spoil the child. That's what the Bible says. When the Bible knows. God's a loving God, though. He loves us unconditionally.
Holler failed these children.
But you gotta beat him. Gotta beat that love into him.
I can't believe no one helped him.
What's up, Thandar? Oh, there must be a rock. Ah, there we are.
Is this Itchy as a kid?
Kind of looks that way. What's up, Devon?
Oh, let's see. How do I get in there?
We're gonna have to clear something out, I bet.
Find me some electricity.
Let's go, Budget Ruxpin. Go, 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 Budget Ruxpin. Man, I would play a game just with this little crochet character, to be honest with you. He's pretty funny. And his sound effects. Creepy little voodoo boy.
Everyone called it an accident, but Itchy's eyes hung on a red yarn wrapped around the body. The morning prior, he'd swung by the house on the hill, but hadn't found the soul. Strings of red had led him to a crackling fire, where he'd spilled his secrets, even knows about his pappy. Today, the summer heat roasted his pappy on the concrete.
Red yarn. Just like the trailer.
She's saving children. I wouldn't be crying over no asshole who beat me.
I can't believe Molly killed Itchy's dad. That's the factory over there. Nice drawing, Itchy.
Shows a creepy spider lady. How did a four-wheel get back in here?
Molly looks terrifying here. What does she want with those kids? Not right. Fouled up church. Show me what else.
There's always the
With
lantern
his pappy
too.
gone, it was only natural Itchy would do what he'd been raised to do. He blamed himself. If only he hadn't spilled his guts to Miss Molly, maybe the man who hurt him could have found something to love in. He sought some divine absolution for his guilt, but someone else was listening.
Itchy shouldn't have had to bear that guilt. It ain't his fault.
Nope, time to run.
You were tenacious, little one.
This is my only option. I had to find her.
I need to know who Rue is. Oh shit, we're supposed to go down. Oh, we'll be finishing up this morning, Thandar. I think I'm down to the last 3 or 4 hours right now.
What? Oh, Lord. Itchy? Itchy? You know I can hear you, right?
Well, it's a right relief the tragical tale of Hug and Molly didn't scare the skin off your bones.
Oh, no. I love the tour. Just one question. Why didn't she take you?
Well, when old Molly came around and attacked my daddy, I put up the fight of my life and done won it too.
It's just... I read once on this website. Didn't she kill your dad?
Everyone who comes here watches them damn true crime
Okay,
podcasts.
wait. I came all this way to hear your story. The real story, Itchy. Come on.
Somebody showed me last night. I didn't know this. Ahmed Best did all the motion capture performance directing for this game. All the voice acting, directing and stuff. So good old... I'm glad to see that he has found success in his career later after getting all the flack for Jar Jar Binks.
Made them mountain peaks feel as snug as teeth on a bear trap. Something I come to realize about my school friends, they wanted to be Tuck. Even by the devil's conjures. Some nights I still see him. Up that damn mountain. Figments of my imagination. And I do yell out, I wish Molly took me too. Could have, if I chose, but I didn't neighbor much with courage. Never could figure out how to fit all that on scraps of wood.
Itchy. You're just a kid.
That's that same internet mob, Queen Blueface.
Happen on any money, Summers?
What?
For the ticket?
They've just grown up,
I
and
thought
now
that
they
we
attack
settled that
YouTube
already.
channels. They've just evolved into grifters.
Wasting my time up here doing everything for free.
They went from being angry 15-year-olds to being angry 35-year-olds.
Yeah, yeah.
Itchy really did want to stand up to her. Obviously still feels guilty.
I think Jar Jar was fine. He was a cute little character.
God,
Like George has
he's
said
been up
many
here again ever
times,
since.
the character was made for kids. And the trippy part was, a lot of the people who didn't like Jar Jar were people who had watched C-3PO as kids, grown up, and forgot what it was like to be a kid. And so when they watched the new generation of films, they got angry. This character's stupid. Forgetting how stupid C-3PO was. Oh, did it again, the same place. Sometimes I will say, it's the only little nitpick I have with this game, is sometimes on the platforming aspect of this game, they don't have their colliders and their grab points set up very well. And like if you're not specifically precise on where your directional pad is, third time in a row, like you have to be precise where you're pointing your stick, your stick, not the pad. You have to be really precise with where the stick is pointing. That part of the game could use a little bit of love. Alright, let's avoid jumping this time. We're going to go up and just straight up. Yeah, first try? Sure. Well, you just tuned in, so technically it was the first try. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
I'm so close.
I think my favorite part about Jar Jar is watching how in the years since all the conspiracy theories about Jar Jar being a Darth Jedi, a Sith Lord have just made me laugh so hard. It's the funniest shit ever. why do you want to give me a shortcut right there? He's so good he's never caught. No, this is the sunset. I don't know why they gave me a shortcut up here. All the other Gungans hate Jar Jar too.
This has gotta be it.
Oh, I see you. I think this is number 3. 'Tis indeed. Troy Bond is hilarious. I got him on TikTok on a regular basis. He does a whole bunch of fun Star Wars stuff too. That's one of the things I loved about his act from the very beginning was he incorporates a ton of Star Wars into his act. I'll be right back. Blue face. All right.
When word spread of what Ichi said regarding Molly, the Hollow folk decided to pay her a visit. They'd always been afraid of the tales surrounding her eerie house on the hill. But instead of an old recluse, they found a monstrous creature. Terrorized, she fled from the house and hollow, but not forever. Hugging Molly came back for the callous children, one by one enfolding their aching bodies into her soft, long arms. Except for Ichi, who had driven Miss Molly away.
She destroyed so many families. I won't let her destroy mine.
Did you get them?
What did she gain from taking those kids? From causing so much pain?
Well, there's a certain phrase called a certain point of view. Dear Miss Molly, I heard you got toys and food at your house. Can I please have some food? I don't mind for me, but the babies are hungry, and I don't know when Mom and Daddy get home from work next. I don't need toys, just food for the babies. And for me, if you have extra love, Jane. Please do not tell that I asked for charity. I would get whipped.
No one should have to beg for food, much less a child.
Where'd you go with the other children? Why'd you take them on me? I don't got any friends left. Can you send them down to play sometime? Sincerely, Itchy.
Must have been confusing for him. Poor kid.
You know, we had a long discussion yesterday about the theme of abuse or patriarchy because of this game. I gotta say, because now we've seen, today was, I think, one of the major themes we've seen throughout the game so far has been corporal punishment and abuse. And for those, I'm extremely glad that there's a game out there that's tackling this in an artistic way. But this is an extremely traumatic game for a lot of people because of the fact that it's approaching those themes, and it's sort of a therapeutic experience, but at the same time it's definitely shining a light on the abuse that a lot of people have suffered at the hands of shitty parents. Itchy's like the third or fourth one we've found who's like separate at the hands, who beat him constantly. And you gotta think, corporal punishment wasn't that long ago. Like, I grew up with corporal punishment. One of my earliest memories of going to grade school was my parents went off and lived in the middle of the woods because they were religious nut jobs and wanted to live away from the world. And they went to church at this like it was a little shack in the middle of the woods that this man had built with his wife, and they had a house on the property, and they had a little church in the woods, and they also had a schoolhouse at that church on the top floor, and there was like 20 or 30 kids who went to that school. It was a private Christian school. And I remember the first memory I have of getting like spanked was, we were roughhousing as kids do. I was probably, I don't know, 7 or 8 years old, and myself and like 2 or 3 other boys were chasing some of the girls around. We were like 7 or 8 years old, and like the girls ran into the girls' bathroom, and me and the 3 guys, the 3 other, 2 or 3 other dudes, we were pushing on the door, and got a little away from us, and the door swung open and hit one of the girls in the face, and knocked her tooth out. And she had a loose tooth, so the tooth was already loose, and he got a new tooth knocked out. I got whooped. Like, the principal, it was his granddaughter. So I got taken up to the principal's office, got spanked with a big old wooden like paddle, like 10 good old swats. Then my dad took me home and beat the shit out of me again. I didn't run around and chase anybody after that, or slam doors in anybody's faces. But that memory has stuck with me over the years of just getting the living snot beat out of me as like a 7-year-old kid. So when I see these kids getting beat with switches, I'm like, I've been there, man. I've been there.